So I basically got set up by a close friend of mine on behalf of the side chick. One day she just came to me. She was like, "Oh, a friend of mine is having a little get together at her house. I want to take you along." I'm like, "But I don't know your friend." She's like, "It doesn't matter. I just want you to go with me, because me and you, we are much closer." I'm like, "Okay." Me and her, we went. But when we entered, the friend of hers was sitting in this sexy shorts and top pajamas on the couch, and the TV was on, something was playing on Netflix. And when we walked in, we seen her. I was like, "Where's everybody else?" She was like, "Oh, they're coming." So I was like, "Okay." I sat down, she sat down, and this girl sitting over there. All of a sudden, she gets up, she walks to the kitchen, and started pouring some wine. And I look over, I seen she was pouring some wine, but then she was on her phone. Shortly after that, I just heard a voice. And it was the voice of my husband, but I wasn't sure. Maybe I was tripping, so I didn't say nothing. But the person said, "Oh, girl, I can't wait to get some of that." So the person walked straight to the kitchen, and where we sitting, he didn't see us because you walk out of the bedroom. It's an apartment. You walk out of the bedroom and you can head straight to the kitchen, and he is buck naked. Okay, he's butt naked, drying water off of him. His thing swinging everywhere, and my friend looking. I'm looking. I didn't see her mouth drop, but my mouth dropped. And I waited for a second because I was still in shock that I'm actually looking at my husband. He walks up to this girl and grabbed her from the back. She turned around and started kissing my husband. So I jumped up. I was like, "Hold up, babe, what are you doing here?" He was in shock. He jumped back. He was like, "What's going on? What's going on here?" And then he looked at her. He's like, "Wait, you set me up?" And I'm like, "It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Since you already naked, come here." I grabbed his hand. I went straight in her bedroom with my husband. I locked the door, and we started getting it in, okay? And I put my all into it. Everything that the side chick thought they were doing to my husband, I did it once before. It's just that when you become a wife, you get a little tired. But I was getting down, okay? There was so much noise going on in there. I heard her knocking the door, but I ignored it. I heard her and my friend going at it and stuff like that. I think I even heard her say that she was gonna call the police, and my friend was basically talking her out of it and stuff like that. And then I heard her saying that this is what you wanted. You wanted her to catch your husband red-handed because you want to keep him, but obviously it don't seem like she's gonna leave her husband for you. But you can call the police because I invited her here, so you can't do that to me, and you invited the husband here, so none of us. And if you call the police, I'm gonna stand up for her because you invited me and I brought her along, and you knew that I was bringing somebody, so nobody here is trespassing. So both of them going at it. Me and that man was in there for almost an hour, yes, in her bedroom, on her bed and everything. And I made sure that, he didn't offload inside of me. I made sure he offload on the bed. And also I peed on the bed too, just on purpose to be, petty. After that, I kept that door locked. I dragged him in the shower. Both of us took a shower and everything. We dried up. I took one of her outfits and stuff and I wore it. I took one of her underwear. I made sure it looked like a new pair. I wore that too. I left all my other stuff there, the dirty ones. I left everything else there, just to be petty. No, I'm just kidding. I took all my stuff with me. So after we were well dressed, we came outside and locked the door. And then when we came out, I took my little, metal piece from my purse. I held it to her. I said, "Come and finish pouring the wine for all of us. Matter of fact, add 2 more glasses. Let's make a toast to this day." So you can understand that just because y'all side chick, just because I catch my husband red-handed, means I'm going to just hand him over to you. Come on, pour the wine, pour the wine. I'm screaming, and all of them scared. Even my husband scared. My friend is scared because I got my metal piece in my hand. It's loaded. You know what I'm saying? I said, "Don't even try me. I heard you saying you were going to call the police, but you can call after we gone." But we were all invited here, like my friend did. And I'm holding the, yes, at them. And she pouring the wine. She's shaking. My husband is shocked. He ain't got nothing to say. I said, let's toast, let's toast, let's toast to the message that no matter what you side chicks do, you can never snatch some of us husband. This is my husband. We're gonna be together to death do us apart, for better or for worse, in sickness and in health, and in any kind of drama brought onto me or my marriage by any other side chick. We toasted. I said, where's your car? Because it wasn't in the front. He's like, oh, I'll park it in her rental garage. I was like, girl, go get let's go. Open that garage. Let my husband get his car out. He got his car out and we left. I didn't have a ride because I came with my friend. Okay, we left or whatsoever. For 2 weeks, my husband was mute. I think I did the most. I shocked him. But you're supposed to be shocked? We are married for better or for worse. Try me. Anything you start, I will finish it. And you know what? That girl never messed with my husband again. And if she knew anybody else that was going to mess with my husband, I'm sure she was going to warn them. My friend was so shocked. You know, she herself, she couldn't believe what happened. But that's how you got to do it. You got to show these side chicks that I am in this marriage for life. I took a vow and he took a vow. So he's committed to me, not you.